everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 682 interviews I've done. Give this special guest from Boston 617 a second to get on and we'll start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking until February. All my interviews are $50. We're not just local, we are internationally. I do have one cancellation in January. So if you're interested, please inbox me. I'll let you know the dates I have available. This DJ that's coming on has been on the Iccy Show a couple of times. So stay tuned. What we're talking about, some deep things in this industry. Peace, peace, Anthony. Peace, peace. Another great artist from Brooklyn, New York, 718. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, definitely. We gotta get your interview too. So we'll just give them a couple of seconds. Make sure you put your area code, countries you are tuning in from. Make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock. We got Keen Riches. He's been on the Iccy Show a year ago. Shout out to League of Mob Entertainment. Our team is not just local. We are international. We're state to state and country to country. Every state, every country. Don't forget, we got the blue carpet coming out in March. If you're in Jacksonville, Florida, make sure you come out, show support. It says joining. You want to try sending it to me? Sorry, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. So we're trying to get the artists on here. Peace, peace. Put the countries you're tuning in from. I see Africa on here. Salute. I see you. I see you guys. Peace, peace, everybody. Salute, salute. Happy holidays, definitely. All right, I accepted yours this time. I knew you on here was. Salute from Africa. Let's go. Peace, love, and respect. I'll see you in a couple weeks for your interview. Definitely. I hope your mom's is doing better. Nigeria, Africa in the building. It just says adding on mine. They don't want us to have this interview because it's going to be juicy. No answer from the video guest. What the heck is going on, man? I sent you the invite again. I appreciate that, was definitely. Yes, I did. I sent it. It says adding. I sent it again. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome,
And
DJ Black, to the Iccy Show. Once again, this is interview 682 interviews I've done in 6 years. Welcome back. How you been, DJ?
I'm good. I'm good. Just a second, man. Let me get this tuned in. All right, what's going on, Jack?
How you been, DJ Black?
Oh man, hanging in there, ups and downs. Keep your prayers up for my brother. That's just one thing. You know how it is when it comes to family. He's in the hospital,
Oh,
so
trust him. I understand. My son's in the hospital too, so I understand.
Yeah, and I told you that. Yeah, so just like God got the last say. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. So,
Yeah.
DJ Black, for the people that don't know of you, what made you start to get into this industry? And I see that you are on air right now on your radio station. How did they submit their music to you?
Oh, a lot of people know DJ Black 02124@gmail.com. Send it MP3, 2 songs, the name of the song, and the name of the artist. And I'm not playing when I say song. I don't want everybody sending me all types of music and saying my album and this and that. I'm not going for that because a lot of them don't even know what's really happening with this music and how it's supposed to be because they just changing the game, watering it down. So I'm here to kick the real to show them that it's not like this. It's like this.
And he
Heard?
turntables.
Go ahead. Yeah, I use the 12s,
Yeah.
My whole setup. This is what it is. I got to keep them going. So right now I'm on recording, let it flow, and getting down. I'm on a new radio station called soundunitradio.com. You can go to an app. It's a lot of DJs on there, old friends of mine that had the station, so I'm on that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty big. Soundunitradio.com. We on 24/7 around the clock. DJs, all the R&B, reggae, everything's in there. Everybody got that. I'm on like Mondays 7 to 9, Thursday 7 to 9, Friday 7 to 9.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get you my artist song. He just actually dropped a song the other day that's on our soundtrack for the movie that's coming out.
Yep. Long as it's hot and we go through these DJs, because I know I got like 1,000 DJs out here I know now and connection with stations, and I pass songs on because when I do the Boston thing every Tuesday, and that's what I do. And I do that for free. It's just so hard trying to get people to support, and it's crazy how people talk. I hate when people say my album. Stop that. Your album, I ain't heard a single yet. Never mind the album. I don't want to hear a bunch of all of that. I be telling people this great. There's people that represent Boston, and there's artists out there. Stop it. They good. Where is the single, the song we can dance to in the club to get off? People say, go to the platform. Okay, let me tell you something about the platform, and a lot of them telling me that. That's why I have them send me music. When I go on their platform, you know what I see? This song was made a year ago. You got 2 or 3 likes just sitting there. So everybody get off. I'm on SoundCloud. I'm on this and that. If you really look at it, if you really look at it, will open my eyes, and it should open a lot of other people's eyes. Do you see how? And this is the old hustle. Do you see how Drake is suing Kendrick Lamar?
Yes.
People ain't peep game now. Back in the days, in order to get a song out there, record labels had a few companies that pushes people's music. You got 1,000 phones. Like this, a person with 1,000 phones. You got people. So if I pay you 50,000 to promote my music, out of all those making calls, that's how I used to do in the old days. So now the record labels are to bind together. Kendrick Lamar's song, Not Like Us, is real big. So they put that on that to keep that going, and they make it like Drake feels that, oh, you had help, the label. So that's been like that for years, like the old way how to market. I'm telling everybody, you got to get your town, you got to get the streets, you got to get all of that for people to follow you.
Yes.
Because who gonna know you? I hate that when people put out a song, oh, look on a platform. It's just sitting there. Be honest, unless somebody's gonna pull that song, unless a DJ grab it and say this is hot, and that's what it is.
And DJ Black's been a DJ. I've been in the industry since 2008, and he's been rocking before then. So he's an OG that hasn't stopped.
Right.
Isn't going to stop. He's gonna retire doing this. So any of you artists that don't know of him, do your research. He's always about helping artists, but also artists, you got to push yourself as an artist, not wait for the DJ to only push you. You got, that's important. Like what he says, you only got 2-3 likes. That means you're not doing something right. You're not proposing.
You're not. Stop putting all that on platform. It's the street. You know, that's what it is. I got my Black House team. You know what I'm saying? My man Mel G on the Avenue. Like, he's very talented and he's creative. He knows music. He got the ear. And there's more artists that they all learning. I'm trying to teach people in Boston to really try to collab, because there's so many people are too much against each other. And then you're talking about New Bedford and Fall River, how did this one from Method get on, how she get on, it's how you network. It's how you're around the right people to get on. How you gonna hate, oh, that song, it could have been me, I'm hot. You're in the, it's like this. You're a crab inside being a crab. So once you crawl out, you still get talked about.
Right.
So the thing is, why I want to sit here and keep saying this and that and about people's music and trying to stay in that situation of arguing with people. I know what I accomplished, and I did that all by myself. Some people don't believe in me, and some people do. Some people use their own DJ. Some people do. It's like in Boston, the promoters, they only use these DJs because you grew up with them or you liked them and y'all became friends. So these promoters don't give other people other chances to see what it can do. Like, I'm in top of that level, along with my man Kid Capri gives me props and this and that. And what I do, I'm on that level.
Right.
I don't get called for that. But I get noticed out here than I do home.
Wow,
and I understand that you want to do something for the people. So now I got this big platform where artists come in. Yep. And I tell people, support, you know, there's people who don't even come on, they'll send me the song, but they don't even come on the live. And then they say, did you play my song? What do you mean? Then you get some people that come on the live, play my song and disappear. Don't send no stars, no cash up. But what we do, we open up the door for you. Now, if you want to go to other DJs, they can want that. I see people paying people $400 or $500 to do a mixtape for them to just to host it and say what? Because of his name will say that. Come on, I've been doing this for a long time. Before that, I was never, I used to play music, drums and all that. But now it's like, it's just so much shit is being watered down that just need to be exposed. Everybody, the record labels, they dropping artists. Stop thinking, people, I want to get signed, I want to get this. You're not, listen, if you get signed, you're going to get used. You got to know this game to get in. Be independent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be independent. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. You got to move on your own.
Yes, it's so true. Definitely 100% what you're saying about that.
I'm telling you, because none of these kids don't know. You got people doing videos with Hennessy bottles. I just did my album. I'm all like this. You're not saying nothing. Ain't nobody doing like the stuff like Don Hazel was doing when Don was living, you seen everybody every day.
Yes.
You seen that. You seen Lala.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? That's the movement. That's what I came from. That's what we do. We create it and make it happen. Sonny ain't had no money, but he was rich in his way.
Yeah.
To do all of that. So when he died,
yeah,
where's everybody doing? There's so much stuff that's going on with Boston, and there's so much politics. Everybody's behind each other's backs. I just found out that they had a meeting with DJs, you know, and how my name came up and how I got Solid. And I know that because they was in the meeting. How I got, if he come, it's gonna be people with Timbs and guns, or if he this and that, or he's nice, he run his mouth to my, he this and that. All that just to get your foot in the door, and you ain't all about that. So me, when I do get in front of them, like anybody, I crush. I'm like, yo, I know what I can do. I don't get called for that to come out. I know what my name and everything do. They just say it's a regular. So I got people that I got around who really believe in me, and I believe in them, and we roll together. Yep. And you know, that's my homie Mel G. Maybe he's down. Then I got Mo Blast. I got Dash to producers. We're putting stuff together as we, you know, we speak on this. It's all about Black House now. It's that, and I know these artists. I got all these songs. I know who's who. Some of them, right, Jackie, don't even like criticism. Yeah. You can't. I say, send me that song. Then when I say that ain't it, you can't dance to it. There's difference between headbanging rap music, drilling, and in the club dancing. Right. And make something. I want to turn on a radio and turn on and hear a song that if I have a problem, I can turn it on and be like, this song lift me. Right. Right. It's no more of that. Right. Then you're forgetting about God. Yes. All that is where our music come from. You know what I mean? All this talk about we're in trouble, Project 25, and all this, everything with the music, what it is, it's just playing Monopoly. Yes. Yes. It's just playing Monopoly. And they keep us divided, and they'll let you win. We slaving our own self. Right. We're not standing up. It's no such thing because you white, because you black, because you punk. To me, it ain't that. I watched it change to this. Right. See what I'm saying? Before that, it wasn't like that. Right. Now I watch it change to this. Right. And it's sad. It's sad because we're supposed to be uniting with each other. And it's sad because I remember back in the day when I had my record label, Master Hustle Records, I remember that you used to be hosting shows at Yaz's in Dorchester. You used to have it lit in there. I started that. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people leave things out too when they tell it. Me and Yaz had a big thing. I played the back. It was like Bay Holla was doing it, and you know, we had Bay Holla, and then we had Aquarius. Yes. You know, a couple of things didn't work out, so here come Pretty Poison. Poison was there, let it all roll, you know, but I'm always back talking with Yaz. They may think that, oh, we talking with Yaz doing that thing, but Yaz would look at me for the big call, like, you know, and I would say, okay, yeah, because I would play the back. I didn't want people to come to me so much on stuff, and I'm the type of person, I would get people, and I put them in positions and play the back. That's how I came up with Hilltop Records and a lot of other things I worked. People used to get me for stuff and put stuff together, but I made it with myself, you know, for them, and then things fell apart. But it's like I did a lot of work on that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so I know it was part of me. So I'm doing me now. I'm already like going to the bank, going to Wells Fargo, my Black House, getting it stamped, getting a lot of things. We getting shirts. We getting it's a lot of things we moving.
Yes.
We're not waiting on nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because they can say, oh, now I'm on, then everybody's come, because everybody comes to me for a motive. Then when you put people down with certain things, they fuck you.
Yeah.
And you be like, damn, man, that was your whole purpose because you couldn't do it instead of you riding and being the right way? Nah, that's it. See, the thing about with me, I'll play dumb and then I'll beat you. And won't even say shit because I'll be quiet with it now.
Yep.
I know what it is. Everything will get less.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all that with the Dublin house and all of that. Well, I did all of that. I passed it to Rusty. When I left, went down south, it was 2009, maybe 2010, that whole shit fell apart. They could have kept going. Everybody, see, people got in that game, and I mean, it was so many chiefs. So how you gonna learn? I hate when a person say, well, I learned, I'm my own. I did it on my own. It's all me. It's bullshit. There was other people around you. Right. You didn't name all that. Like, they had here you go, people's like, sign me up. Can y'all vote for me for the Urban Music Award? Fuck all that. I got it nominated because I made noise in the street. I didn't need nobody to sign. Oh, they heard, and that's how I came up with my trophies.
Right.
And I still got it. I'm the first DJ that got recognized at the Urban Music Award at Berkeley.
Wow! But congratulations.
That got wiped out of history. That's right there. That got wiped out. My brother accepted this trophy.
Wow.
So I was in the backstage talking to Rusty and all of them when they called my name. So I remember that. But they all know that. But they'll keep Boston and keep quiet. You got a lot of DJs out here right now that get called all the time. They on top. That's been put up there, but they never know to get around. When they get around people that's better, it's gonna come hey, you're not getting, there's all these DJs. Listen, you get the black affair, the white affair, you'll get the 80s, you get that. It'll be the same DJs. Maybe they throw a little taste. Hey, call Chubby Chub. He'll continue on eating. And I respect him because he was, like I said, when me and him was going to battle, that got shut down. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him now because of how the way he made his move on everybody in here and came in here and started eating. I respect that. He played that. I don't care if you're friends or not. And hell, he made moves. He violated on a few other things, but still, there's no gatekeepers. Right. Anybody can come in here and do shit. There's none of that. Like Detroit, they got not an artist can come at a stadium and do a show without bringing a local artist on stage in their hood. Right. But Boston, we ain't making it. That's why look what happened when they said Kerry Lamont doing the Super Bowl. You see Lil Wayne and all them talking, that's their hood, and wonder why he can't be in there. But then again, that's the Super Bowl. Hip hop ain't never performed. So let this keep going. You know, we understand Lil Wayne, that's in New Orleans, but that was a Jay-Z call, and there was other people before that made the call. So you can't change that. Kendrick worked his way up to that. He's a beast. He watered down people. He showed that it's been programmed. It's been thrown. You've been thrown at it. You know something that be under. Some of these kids don't know about Republicans, Democrats. This whole game in Boston, are they really helping us? Are this really getting somewhere? It's the same shit. It's hard.
Right.
So never mind the music. Y'all pulling each other down.
Right.
You know? Even the thing, you know, they actually...
It's a jealousy situation, too. And it's like...
And they get jealous. They get jealous if a person get into a show to do. Or how did they call you for a show? You ain't even went nowhere.
Right.
And you want to hate on him. Instead of you asking me how I get this Lexus, you want to be like, oh, he think he all that. It's too much of that, Jack. We got to stop that. I'm telling everybody, y'all got to stop that and collab. Everybody's getting ahead, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They making it up. Even Not Like Us and all of that, like Homeboy said, like Not Like Us, he earned his stripes.
Yeah.
I watched Kendrick come out just like Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
And watch them on mixtapes and come out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good collaboration if DJs came together, artists came together, because it would be more uniting, and the street need to come together so this industry can still keep on going. Like, I know they just shut down an event in New York that was supposed to take part this past weekend, and they shut it down because they thought there was going to be a conflict to happen. And, you know, go ahead.
Put it like this, and I'm going to ask you and ask anybody, and even on this live, if anybody looking, I don't care what it is, how many DJs is playing Boston artist music consistently? 24/7, for the last seven years, just made a way so that people can hear your music. How many?
Only you.
And then you get some people name some of this program because he's your friend, he played your song. I'm just saying, now imagine if we get 10 DJs in Boston that play Boston music and rep their hood at the same way. So when an A&R, anybody come in here, oh, this person's hot, this person. We looking at Exit Fame, Millie, and all of them. I'm going to tell y'all something about Exit Fame, Millie, and all of them. They good.
Yes.
I can say that. With a hit.
Right.
You can get around Ice Cube, Jada, Timberland, or even he had a thing with Timberland. Timberland told him about his age. See, Rick Ross didn't give up.
Right.
What he did, how did he get in the game? He made a hit.
Yep.
Every day I'm hustling. From there on, he's been. That's what you gotta do.
It's true.
It's the music for people to hear. That's the song right there.
Yes.
Anything that come out, and you got to get your record.
Yes.
In front of, like a lot of I tell all of these rappers and females, everybody going at it in Boston, think y'all are tough. All right, take your ass to New York and go to Funk Master Flex because the door's open.
Yes.
They do the freestyle and all that. I think half of them can't even hold a fucking freestyle. You get booed out of it. They ain't playing.
Right.
You want to test your skills for real? Go up there.
Yes.
Go on Sway to his show. I don't see nobody from Boston. Hey, I want to enter that. Come up. Who are you? That's how you get in. They're not saying no. You saying you hot, you get up on there.
Yeah. And I salute to you.
I ain't seeing it.
You were doing the DJ battle a month ago. I seen that. How did that go?
Well, I mean, I got this dude named Zoom, Title Team, you know him, Zoom, me and him supposed to go. I can't wait to crush him because he's another one, you know what I'm saying? But love him like a brother, but the way he always with the DJ talk and all this, we gonna be there playing. It's just so much. He like to down people. So that's another one I'm gonna get off, man. And Raz Boogie, you know, 8 Ball Entertainment, they was putting that together. It was called Who Can Rock the Crowd? Never mind battling, rocking a crowd, a party. And that's what these DJs up in Boston, they ain't got all of that. Like, who can rock a crowd? There's a few of them I like to go after. I like to go, I like for him to put me and DJ Dex side by side at a big-ass party with everybody. I'll chew his ass up.
You killed it with Benzino's birthday party at Yaz's when that party at the last.
We was there, like I said, like with me, Benzino, all of us growing up. I was always a DJ. We grew up competitive. Everybody had this competitive thing, but the thing about us growing up in the 80s, after a while, we started collabing. I had a group. He had his group and this and that. A lot of shit. But there's a lot of stories with that. You know, why is this? Why is that? And sometimes it's time for me to say my story, my part. People that really want to know.
I really want to know, how come you're not his personal DJ? That's what I would like to know.
A lot of people would say that we grew up together, Four Corners, and he used to play the guitar. I was playing the drums, and he was playing Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. Now, we used to jam, and when the DJ game came out, we used to always talk about battling and going to, you know, certain shit schools did growing up, and he knew I was in the music just like him, and just after that, he formed a group, you know, it was RSO, and I went and got a couple of twins. It was Black Rick and the Throwdown Twins. So everybody had Gunsy and them. Gunsy, he had his, the Hill Boys. Everybody had sections and battles in there. So with me, it was like, damn, I always wanted to be down. He picked all the people, so, but I made a way for myself. I did some time after, you know, went to jail, came home 96, and that's when the Source was up. And it was the Wise Guys, all of that. Now we traveling, going all over the place before all that fell down. And I used to see him, and he used to ask me, you know, Benzino used to ask me, what do you want to do, Black Rick? What you want to do, Rick? Because he'll call me Rick, you know. And I'll say, yo, I want to know how to produce, but I'm in my DJ game right now. I want to know how to produce, you know, get around JB and them, because, you know, me and JB, we always used to kick it, and I had the ear for that. If I ever knew how to do that, I wasn't so much into computers. So Dog says to me, Zeno says to me, yeah, I'm going to pay for you to get into class and, you know, and all of that, you know. I was waiting, and, you know, and I'm going to get you your Wise Guys chain. I'll wait on that. Then when I see him, he'll be like, you all right? You okay? And I was like, yeah. But he'll still here's $500, here's this. You know, during all of this was going on, because he was top of his game. So I had to sit and wait and ride, but I had a friend named Sean Jenkins who seen me. He's like, come over here with him. And I was in the Trenches promotion. In the Trenches promotion was a street team. We had the Maybach trucks, the Source trucks. Yeah. And we used to put flyers up on the wall and say, new DMX is coming. Yeah. But that's when Man Menino was in office. He didn't never like that, because he was looking for the street team people, because they feel that they take the posters and they put the trash down, but we never had an address. Because the record labels from Def Jam, and you had loud music, record labels, you had Rap-A-Lot, J Prince, before even Jay-Z even came up. And, you know, Dog, you know, they was all around, Tupac, Biggie, all of that. We was around, Busta Rhymes, all I'm talking about, literally hanging around everybody. That's how, because we was up there with them. Right. Now that everybody, you know, then it was a problem. One time I think I came to the studio in Canton, Source Lab, Surrender Records, and Benzino was in the office, and he was like, yo, man, we need some more. We need some more rappers. I'm like, what's going on? The Wise Guy broke up. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I was like, damn. And everybody was together. It was a big ass movement, you know, and the city knew that, the man, all of that. So they didn't know where all this money was coming from and who's who. You got all these gang members together and organized. It was a big power movement. Only if we seen that early, what they seen, because they seen that was we eating and we influencing kids and they following. So we're eating together. They never want that. From the beginning, I always know, even from my mother used to tell me, and I said, Mom, why are we always being attacked as black people? Because I didn't understand it, you know. And she was telling us about how we had a Wall Street, and I looked that up, and how they blew that up, like everything we do. And so I always wanted to know about my culture, what went down, like with blacks in general, why we can't get ahead. And I be telling everybody now, I said the reason black people and all of this don't get ahead and we all confuse it because it's divide and conquer. This is what they do and they plan it. It ain't about it. It's not about you getting her. There's something about you that they know that you don't know when it comes to us,
right,
or any other people. There's something. I got white friends and being like, yo, if you fucking guys come together, oh man. You know, and I should listen to the Malcolm X and the stories and see how all of this came and how there's white Muslims, blue-eyed Muslims, how it is the real way, the real godly way, the real way. So that it is. That's the way it's supposed to be. And we getting lost with it. We following this shit.
right. I really wish they would bring the Wise guys back. That's me personally. I interviewed them about 5 years ago. It was right after, right before Corona came to Boston.
Right.
I remember interviewing them, and I said, you know, that was when the streets were starting to get bad again. But now it's like Boston's bad again. We need
It's real bad because this is what they want. I don't care. Like all of them, the Mayor Wools, all of them, they know what's going down. They know how to keep. They taking away the schools of people educated. Some of these kids that from the COVID didn't even go back to school.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With all of that, and they dumbed them. They don't want that because Jay Hoover says there won't be no more black messiahs unless we make them. Well, there go Obama. I mean, it's just all like that. See, the people don't know, and I tell people, do y'all know anything about John Brown? Who's John Brown? See, these kids don't know.
Yes.
John Brown was a white man that didn't like slavery and shot and went down with everybody because it was more than that.
Right.
See, even when I tell the people when it comes to music, and here's Democrats and all of that, they found out they couldn't do nothing with hip hop. They tried to ban it, but they figured a way. This is so big we can't control it, but we figured a way how to get them. Let's take out the public enemies and put in the drill and fuck you bitch and all of that in there. They changed the game in '91, and this is what they do. They make up the Drakes. Let's get the Drakes. You doing all of this, you're supposed to be that, but you are messing with minors. It's like the Puffy thing. You got a woman, beautiful woman on the table. They all got her naked and sipping Hennessy and everything off us. This bitch is 14 years old.
Right.
So from other countries, you don't know, because different, like that's like I said, Spanish and DR and all of that, women are 13 and 14 years old, having kids and with older men already. But when you come over here, they're charging you.
Right.
You know? That's been known since when they say sex trafficking. That's been they hit that with Chubby Checker when he was messing around and he came over here and they said, sex trafficking with minor. Bring him over here. That's been like that.
Right.
All the jazz play, the Muddy Water, Sam Cooke and all that. This music is big, but when God gave you that tool, you got to know how to, use it the right way.
Yes. That's why I'm so thankful that I was in Don Hazel's movie, because I stuck by him every single day, learning how to be an actress. I didn't know I was going to be an actress. And then he made my career kick off. Like, I'm in several different movies and scenes due to him showing me the direction.
He started you.
Yeah.
He told you could do. Hazel, it could be a person right there that ain't got nothing. And Don Hazel would tell him, yo, you got something.
Yep.
And put it in you and get you going. And then when you see it, like, he's like that. Me and Don's around the same. He's older than me, but we've been together since the 70s all the way up. I watched where he came from.
Right.
So no one can tell me about Hazel. When I came back up, he was like, I'm doing movies now. He started doing that. I said, Hazel, I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna combine it with the music and all this and that. Don Hazel got so many movies and they ain't either they done or not or push something. There's a lot of stuff that should be pushed, that should be going on because he did that for a reason. Now somebody to pick that up.
Yeah.
Y'all got movies of them. Everybody got tools. Rika, a lot of them. Like, why don't we just do that for him?
Right. That's right.
I don't know.
I always keep on sharing it because, you know, he always say, Jackie, if I'm never around, always push my music, push my my material. And I feel like I have to. I owe him that by, you know, all the people he put together. He had Bloods, he had Crips, he had Latin Kings all together filming for 9 months. And we never had a problem. Never. Everybody.
He's always been like that. I know we did shows together. We had Little Nick. How he had Little Nick.
Yes.
From the beginning, all of that. I watched him when he went through it with his wife and all of that, man. Like his last days, man. And the way how he died, like when he went into that hospital, sat in that chair. That was it. And plus he had.
I talked to him the night before, and he was telling me thank you for the interview because I did an interview. He really wanted me to get this artist on, and then he was like, Jackie, keep on going. And I said, are you okay? Because he didn't sound like him. Like he usually like more like ecstatic when you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, and you sound down. And I'm like, are you sure you're okay? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. I just need to get some sleep. I'm like, all right, well, call me tomorrow. I never got a call back. And
a lot of people be around him. Like, you got to look at people like enough is enough when it comes down. I mean, we drinking and doing a lot of shit. You don't know people's health. Like, you know, to really say, hey, man, nah, man, what's going on? It's just people let things happen. You know, people. It's a motive for everything. Your shine is somebody else. Let me get next to Jackie for a while. See what she's up to, just to get that, because they ain't got that shine, like, you know, to do that. People will use you.
Yes.
And I see it. I see it a mile away. What you want now? That's how I vote.
Yep.
Man, you know, this game here. What is gonna happen? That's why I got my ass out of Boston, really. Everything is being closed in. You can't think. Everybody got to make ends meet. The crumb come out. Everybody want to chase that one crumb. They're going to hate on each other to get that crumb.
Yep.
And, you know, food go up. We vote for this. When Trump was in office, we did this. Yeah, Trump did this and that. But I'm telling everybody, and they need to know, like, what's his name? Lyndon Johnson, the president. He says, I'll have black people voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And he meant that. And that's what how to switch, because they tricked, and a lot of kids don't know, they tricked black people to vote for Democrat when they said, if you don't vote Democrat, you're going to lose your vote.
Right.
So everybody went that way.
Yeah.
Because Republican is more like this. How it was back then. Republican is more like this. Get your ass up and get it yourself. Get that. We'll help with business. Get it yourself and get it. Democrats, hey, we'll give you Section A, but you can't have that man staying with you.
Yeah. Fact.
Break up families.
Yes.
That's how it all started. And there was a women's live movement, and then it was the black women who jumped on with the white women, and they all got together, women's live. Forgot about the civil rights movement.
Yes.
A lot of that stuff. That's why you hear Sam Cooke with the music. The music what kept us going. The music when we be picking cotton. The music. The music. It's spiritual.
Yes.
That's what it is. They don't know how can you really touch yourself. You not touch your spirit with God and everything to know. That's why y'all think everybody's writing about shooting each other. You're writing about this and it ain't about that. Let's talk about prices are high. Similac. The babies don't have Similac. Let's talk about the diseases is out. Let's talk about the gas. What is the game? What are we gonna do? Let's talk about how they playing this game with the getting the migrants to go against each other. Us. They want to start a fucking war.
Yep.
So they looking at us, you know. But it was a game because, you know, they opened up the gates for these cartels and all of them to come over here to bring these fentanyl and bring all of this over here that was going down. Ain't no more stuff. Everything is fentanyl. Everything. You got to watch it. Hospitals, all that.
Oh, yeah. Then when I came out of my surgery, the first thing they gave me was fentanyl through the IV. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I've never had that. I hear you guys talking on the news about fentanyl killing people. I said, you're about to inject that into my IV right now? I said, no, I need something else. So they gave me a Percocet. But then when I was sleeping, they injected me with fentanyl. And I'm telling you, because I had it in after my surgery. The odor that comes out of your pores, it makes you smell horrible. It smells like a chemical. And I smelled it, and I'm like, I'm smelling like this. And I asked, because they thought I was gonna die. So I'm asking my friend, and I'm like, yo, you smell that? And she's like, you're tripping. I'm like, come smell my face. I'm smelling it. And she's like, you know what, girl? It's probably that fentanyl they gave you, because she knew they gave it to me in the IV because I was sleeping. I was like, oh, hell no. I pressed in the button telling nurses, like, don't give me shit you don't know, because I have a lot of allergies, and I'm allergic to almost any antibiotic. And I'm like, how do you know I'm not allergic to that fentanyl that's killing people just by sniffing it being in the same room? They're like, oh, it's different. It's in the IV. It's not a pill form. But how do you think they got the pill form? By draining the liquid and mix and matching to make that chemical. But people need to be on the tips and toes. I'm telling everyone, being in the school system, I'm on it right now. They've broken so many laws this year that I've experienced with the school system. People need to step up their game and find out and fight for their children's rights.
The system is crazy. Even when they do it, like, when you start fighting for your rights or something like that, even with the school system, they had a design when they do with kids anyway. They took me out of the classroom. They put me in a special class that just dumbed me, period.
Yeah.
Had me going, and that's been designed. They know that's why they do the NCAPs to see who's smarter, what nationality, who they want. They'll split.
Yes.
You know, they'll split you up, and they don't do that. So what happened is hip hop made white people, more white kids came close to us.
Yes.
Because of the music. And rich white people, some of them, you know, you can get different ones who's prejudiced, racist, or whatever, but they didn't like their kids listening and hanging. Yeah. Then you get some want to wear their pants hanging down like they get on the news and say, hey, this music is influenced my kid. And they don't know. That's what I'm saying. They try to ban hip-hop. Hip-hop was so powerful because music brings people together. Yeah. Lots of people.
We're supposed to unite, and no matter what color, what nationality,
that's what I'm trying to get out of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all now, these kids out here don't know nothing about love.
Nope.
God. You got 40-year-olds teaching young ones crazy shit. Yeah. Instead of them looking up. And they ain't grown up yet.
Nope.
So this is what's happening, and they're going to keep following the trend.
Yes.
This kid's mind is automatically think, I'm going to tell you how bad it is. He will murk you in your head quick. And thinking that's being down.
Yeah.
And then you be in jail, do all this time before you realize you growing up and like, damn, I should have never did that. That was wrong. What was I thinking about? Because that's how the devil's grabbing souls. And these kids do not know. Right. Because everybody always say, yeah, you believe in God. You believe in God when something happens. You'll call them out, but you don't be like, oh, it's bullshit. If you don't have God in your families and music or nothing like that, you're going to lose.
Yes.
You're going to wind up pissed.
I always tell that, you know, I always say, you know, you got to keep God by your side no matter what you're going through.
He's
The tough
going
times,
to show you.
he'll show you. You just got to guide it. Like I was going through some shit the last couple of months, and I kept my faith. I'm like, God, I'm leaving it into your hands.
Yeah.
Please, God, guide me the right way. But it's like, you know, these young generations with the drill music, I keep on saying, talk about rapping about the Bible. Talk about rapping about something different. Positivity. We're the ones.
Yeah, kick something that you can, and all of that. Everybody's worrying about this Project 25. Did y'all worry about the New World Order? Nobody was up on that. When the New World Order came out, it says what it was going to do.
Yep.
And it did it right now. It's a book. It's just what they put together. They put it in effect. Project 25, whatever that is, listen, stop worrying about that.
Right.
Stop worrying about that. Worry about us. Come together, make your own way.
Yeah.
Get off the radar. Get a farm. Plant your own food if you don't want to eat that shit. I want to learn all of that shit because I'm going back to where it was.
Right. Old school. Old school. Our grandparents taught us everything from the
how to cook. Yeah.
They taught us a lot of stuff when we were younger. We're like, what? We don't need this. But I took that acknowledgement. I'm like, wow, my grandmother taught me this. This was a reason she was teaching me.
It was a reason. So this is what it is when somebody say, hey, yo, Black, I got this, my whole album. Don't send me that. What about the single? Work on a single. Send me a song. Let me hear it. Oh, it's about something. Boom, we're going to get that play. I'll send that. Send it off to other DJ. We have talk about it. There's some people be in the room like the Temptations. You ever seen the movie The Temptations?
Yes, legend.
Did you see Barry Gordy and Smokey Robinson was in a room and they said, if you see this song, if you had $1 and you was hungry, would you buy the song or would you get a sandwich? Everybody said a sandwich. The song was good, but it wasn't good enough. When you hear a song like 50 Cent in a club,
yeah,
that song, it moves you.
Right.
You got to hear something that, yo, everybody gets on, even when they get on your live and get on, oh, my song, my album, and then you play this, it's not really what it is because people are lying to you.
Right.
Your friends that you like you saying it's hot because they don't have the ear.
Yeah, it's true.
It's real with music. You got to know this.
Yeah.
You really got to know this. That's why I like Kendrick Lamar's album. You listen to Kendrick Lamar's album, he's telling you. Kendrick came from Black Panthers. He came from Oakland where they killed all that, gangs and all of that. Now he's a type leader from all his OGs that taught him. He went straight with it. So he's not like us. Bring that music together. Every hood, he repped his whole thing. They all with him. Boston, we can't do that. Other cities can come together with certain shit, at least something.
Right.
We so much. And you got to learn about Boston. Boston always been a racial state.
Yes.
And people don't believe it. It's always been. See, Boston is like this. They're so nice. You don't see it coming. In the South, you'll see it coming. I don't like that thing.
Yeah.
Boston, you want to get a job? Oh, yes, we'll give you a call. Kill you like that. You don't see it coming. They play conspiracy games, all of that. It's who you know. Kids, I used to get up. I couldn't wait till the summer come. Because you know you working for ABCD and all of that. You had opportunities. Kids was there, camp and all that. They don't have that no more.
No.
They took programs. They took so much programs. All that money, they pocket it. They don't have to use that. Charter. What the fuck is a charter school?
Right.
Who came up with that? Why are you taking these schools away?
Right.
Why y'all got more churches in Boston than anything? So, where's our radio station?
Right.
94.5. They know what they're doing because they took the station. They took all that away. They maintained. Right. You lied to Dr. King. His grave probably turned over. How they made that statue. I was around when all that with Man White and everything. How you gonna honor Dr. King like that? It's bullshit. But you're gonna talk about, oh, you won't take down the Peter Faneuil statue. He sold slaves in Faneuil Hall. He's on a horse like this. People coming in the duck tour, riding the duck tour. They doing duck tours and they telling them lies about, these are all slave owners. In Boston Common statues. Look up the statues to see what it's about.
Yep.
Then did I tell kids, if you really down, you know this music, write about this. Who's Mr. Dorchester? I'll wait. Slave owner. Who's Mr. Roxbury? Who's Mr. this? These streets, these names, they come from something. Look them up.
Yes. Fact.
And that's when you start finding, where's our history at in Boston? Black history, how we fought. Everything we do, look at a movie called Buck and the Preacher, Sidney Poitier and Belafonte. It was called, because when you came home from the army, they promised the 40 acres and a mule. They lied.
Yep.
So Buck and the Preacher, they were fighting for the land. We didn't know where to go. We started in Oklahoma and Cleveland and all of that.
Yes.
And then you got some good white, great thinkers for how this world came about. There was a guy, I don't know his name, on the railroads. He came up with the tracks. Not the train, just the tracks.
Right.
You're going to pay to ride on them. So his tracks go from here, across the world. So you pay to go on that. Then here come Mr. Rothschild, the train track, Mr. Rothschild, and Mr. Rockefeller. He says, I got kerosene for the light. You can walk around.
Yep.
Before he came up with the oil. So he needed his train to deliver it. They worked together. They built this world. Great thinkers. It wasn't about, forget the black man. They was the great thinkers. It's just that when the world came in and all that other stuff come in, it's always bad. You know, it's always. So
that's
that music.
Gotta stay prayed up. Everyone gotta, I feel like we can make a change. And everyone thinks I'm a joke when I say that, no matter where I go. I feel like we can make a change. We all pray and be positivity, and we can make the change. Like everybody. You
know the change gonna come in? Need a big building. We need to utilize these churches. And you need to have a fucking meeting.
Yes. You stop meeting.
You need to start having meetings, and then you got, just like, look at Black Friday. Look at all of that. Look what we spend. Y'all wait for that. Let's Black Friday. Everybody come there. And I guarantee you, from every kid that's out there getting money, even if he's sells up and all of that, family and all that, everybody, 200,000 people, or maybe less, 50, I say 100 people to start off.
Yeah.
100 people, $1,000. I know kids can get $1,000.
Right.
You put up 1,000, you put up 1,000, you put up 1,000. Cause this is what the South people do. They friends. I got 3 stacks. You got 4,000. Yeah, we're gonna put what's the name out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure. That's how Nelly came about. He was down with the St. Louis Clip, but he was the one that was shining more. They put him out there, then he grabbed everybody after.
Right. I don't know.
Everybody want to be in front.
Boston will come together more, about uniting, not little things.
The wise guys, if it wasn't for Benzino, I could say that with wise guys, when that was the only get-together gang that ever had that stopped Boston, and it showed them that the power can come.
Yes.
Now, if you talking about a wise guy too, these young ones got to learn to forget about the bodies that got dropped.
Yeah.
Because, hey, that was the problem with wise guys. Oh man, my dude got killed. Fuck you. But sat at the table. This is what we're gonna do. Now we all older and friends. Ain't none of that war shit going on. It's them young kids.
Yeah.
What are you fighting for anyway? Just a week or two, maybe a few months ago, I heard a baby got shot and a mother got hit in Boston. Yeah. A lot of that shit's going on.
Yeah.
This is how they shoot it. Running.
Yep.
Taking it down, these guns that come over here. Look at in the airport. Somebody's guns got stolen out of the airport when they bringing it over.
Right.
Man, there's people that drive a fucking truck on a highway with nothing but guns, and he'll drive it up, pull over, park it right there. The other guy get in the car and they leave that shit right there. Till the next person come get in and take that. It's up. Now we selling. There's guns all over this way. All of y'all got guns, right? I tell these kids you got guns. Y'all talk about police and this and that, but y'all ain't standing up. Police come, you turn into a bitch.
Yep.
All y'all got your pants hanging down and all that. Talking about I'm down. You ain't.
Right.
You ain't. All y'all, it's all fake killer shit. It just add water. And the ones that killed somebody, that shot somebody and thinking that he didn't really want to do it, but he did it, but he don't know for what. Now you waiting in jail. So you fucked up 2 for 1.
Yep. And they got that new thing they add in, turns to automatic, and it's like the ghost guns, and it's like, you know, they can make that, and there's so many out there. It's like, when is it gonna be stopped? You know, and it's like I always see, when I see kids, you know, I always say this: when you see them and they don't look like they're up to no good, you know, give them a little speech, walk by them and say something real quick if you're an OG, and just give them a little preach and keep.
Some of them been hurt by women and they're young because they go through, they don't know what love is. Some of them just being neglected at home and looking for families out in the street.
They want love.
Some is already on pills already, popping
big pills,
popping drugs, all that.
Yes.
And they think that's the shit, and it ain't. And their minds are so cluttered and not thinking like that.
Right. And they gotta understand, you know. Look at that. They just had a beautiful young lady. She took a Percocet, and it was a fake. It was all filled with Fed and killed her instantly. Beautiful young lady. I shared it on my page on Monday.
That Fentanyl, it's like this. You know how you go in the hospital, and they tell you to count, and you go to sleep.
Yep.
You ain't gonna know nothing. That's how it's so silent. People be nodding, oh, and you fall right. You next. For you know, you wake up. Oh shit, where my body at? You over there trying to get you. It's done.
Yep.
It's that, and that's what they listen. They let that shit in for a reason. They want all of that to happen. All of the man, man, there's so much shit that's going on that these kids and everybody gotta know, man. It's like being in love. You're blind. You can't see it. They know how to use trickery, the media, YouTube. They trick y'all. Everybody, look at the puffy shit, like all of that shit. Come on, man. It's bigger than puffy. This shit's bigger than puffy.
Right. Facts.
Bigger than puff. It's been going on. Everybody's burying their shit. They're gonna use him for a scapegoat. They know, keep them from the big ones.
Right. It's true. So, DJ Black, what is the best advice you've been given so far for your career that you could pass on to somebody else that's tuning in?
I'm telling you now, be your own label, independent. Learn about your publishing. Get you a team that believe in you, your vision. They can put up money. Learn all of that. You can get your own. Everybody can be in the music game, but everybody got a position. You don't have to be the rapper. You can play a position. You know how to network. One know how to network. One know how to do this. And do routines and do shows and make songs and listen, collab, features. Get on every DJ. Send this. Learn how to, like, I used to go to, you know, back in the days when shit was right and they had these radio stations. Dudes, matter of fact, you seen the movie Cadillac Records, right?
Yes.
Seen the dude say, hey, here go some green, play this song. Money, promote. It's been like that. Right. If it shows you here, it's been like that. You got to know that. So And then all you Boston people, once you learn how you got songs and gotten all of that, try to come out. Find somebody. Hey, okay, this is how I'm gonna act it. Yo, find a hotel where near this they're having a show here. Okay, how much you got? I got a stack. Hold that 5,000 right there. We're gonna use it for this, and we're gonna use the 5,000 so we can pay this promoter for us to open up for like Beyonce or something, just to get in for them to hear our shit.
Yes.
It's just that easy. They don't organize like that. They don't know, oh shit, Future's doing a show here. Yo, who's promoting? I don't know. Find out. Come down here. Future, how you gonna get in front of Future? He's big. Or Cardi. You go past all that. Cause he's big. They got acts playing before they come on. How you think they got in?
Yep. I remember you
gotta come out.
Here. You brought Freeway here in Boston and Dublin for artists to open up for him.
Yeah, and how they work that. And I know Freeway real good. Poison met him. Animosity was even tight with him. And how it is in Philly. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Okay, Boston, here's another thing. All you rappers, go to Philly. They got shows 24/7.
Yep.
Act Chic. They always got a show.
Yes.
And you gotta rock, and you better be good, or they fucking will boo you like quick. I don't never see no stands. You can't say nothing about man, Terror, the wise guy. Now they've been through all of that already. That's why they good the way they are. Yeah. Never mind them or what we did. Let me see what y'all do, cause all y'all doing is in one big circle. Here it is. You make a song. Next week you got a new song and forgot about that song, and that song didn't go nowhere.
Facts. Talk that shit, DJ.
I'm telling you,
tell them the truth.
You got that. You got an album. Ain't nobody want to hear a fucking album or your shit when you ain't really that.
And you don't promote yourself as an artist. That's what kills me. Artists need to promote yourself as an artist if that's what you are. I don't understand why you guys do not do that. You wait until you go to a show. Oh, you heard me. I never met you. No disrespect.
I never met you. Nothing. Look at how Millie got on because he left.
I got my.
He was in Cambridge. He was in Cambridge selling CDs and being around shit.
Yep.
And then he left, end up in New York 2-3 years later. All you hear is Millie, Millie, Millie. But I'm going to actually say this. I say the same thing. Millie know who the fuck I am. Where my hit at? If you could go to an Exit Fame, you good, right? Okay. We get ready to book Exit Fame. Everybody in Boston, let's go to an Exit Fame show. You get to an Exit Fame show, he come out, oh, where's the song? You'll do so. Okay, that's hot. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, that's all we're gonna hear. Where is your hit?
Right. Artists, you got.
That's what I've been telling.
Send your music to DJ Black. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I've been in the industry since 2008, and DJ Black was in there before me. And when I came out, this man was doing it. He did at Progressions, Yaz's, at the Dublin.
I did a whole bunch. I hit in Boston. I rocked every club in Boston. I used to tear down Guido's.
Oh yeah.
$400 a night. You talking about DJs getting paid? Chubby Chub was right beside me. Now what? Then you had DJ Brother O. I just want to name all these clubs from the Rose Club, Dublin House, Fundos, Sky Cat, Joe's Jaguar, Ben's Lounge, Court Tees. Those clubs are gone, Pack. They gone now.
Yeah.
All you got is Prince Hall, the Irish Club, in Hyde Park, and you got the Carver. These are all Masons. You got K's. K's been around for years. My mother knows she did hair. K's, you got K's.
Yep.
Then you got something there. Ain't nobody utilizing that. And then we got the Shayvoo, which Shayvoo used to be a place, the roller skating ring, where artists can come out and rock and they have the skate off. Like they South down here got the skate off.
Yep.
They don't do that up there in Boston.
Nope, they don't.
No battles of the skates or none. These kids and none of that. They don't even come up with the idea. They limit themselves.
In the breakdancing, they don't do the breakdancing out here. You know,
they need to do that. You got the Flowloids out there. You got all of that. They don't do it. They always say it's gonna be this. No. Bring that in.
Yep, it's true.
You know.
DJ Black, I love having you on the Iccy Show. You're welcome to come on the show anytime because you always talk facts on the show. And I love
it's
that.
For real, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sugar. I tell a person that song ain't it. Someone be like, oh man, my man like it. Well, go to your man.
Yeah.
That's the problem. People like it. They like some of your friends that like it. You know what I mean? Nah, this song. Okay, you send me 15 songs. I hear one I might like.
Yeah.
The rest of it is about the same as the first one.
Right. It's true.
I mean, where am I going with it?
Yeah. And it's crazy because it's like all they do is talk about killing. They don't talk about anything.
There's no love. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. On everybody's rap song, money, women, drugs, and what they shot, or my niggas. Oh, y'all know I ain't about that on this. That's all you're gonna hear, them things. But when you say support, and when you say this, oh, I ain't got no money, man. I ain't got it. Cause they lie. You're lying about how rich you are.
Right.
You're lying about. That's why a lot of these people get caught up with murders. You're talking about who you got, and then you getting tested. Like God, I mean, on his soul, Nipsey Hussle, well, when Nipsey was in his hood doing everything, dude came next to him, he said, snitch. 5 minutes later, dude came back and, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're in the hood.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be known. I'm a known motherfucker. This young motherfucker, I don't know. I know him. You're a snitch. He'd be like, okay. But it was more to that.
Right. And people need to be focused because look at what happened yesterday. South Korea, they got they issued, oh my God, I wanted to say this because this is important what you're talking about right now.
Right.
They issued martial law to go in effect.
Martial law.
Korea yesterday is in effect, full effect. So people, pay attention what's really happening out there.
Martial law, and listen, if it ever happens here, I'm gonna tell you, people don't know how martial law is. If martial law is like the what do you call that? Purge.
Yes.
It's really and it's like automatically they gotta kill everybody in jail. That's a law. When martial law ever jumps off, like say the world just started taking over, what happened in the United States and the shit that's going on, and they gotta bring the army and this and that, and they can't control. They think is they're gonna go underground, but they think is to wipe out.
Oh yeah.
All they want. That's martial law. They'll take everything down. Just like I said with these immigrants, a lot of my friends I know that's over here. You know, that been over here. Some got cards and still waiting on cards and trying to get over. This law about to fuck shit up.
Oh,
That's why some of them being the way they are.
Yeah.
They got business, they being cool, but they did that by you let these people out of jail, these crazy motherfuckers, some of them out of jail, and you gave them money. What was the reason for this? But now like Republicans, they're gonna clean it up because they're supposed to have that wall. They're supposed to be organized in that shit. Right? It's gonna be so much with America, people coming over here and going over there. I'm just saying it's all written. Yeah. It's written too.
It is.
So
I pray for everyone, you know, I pray for everyone to be safe and healthy
God,
and blessed for 2025. That's what I pray for. But
God
people
said,
need to wake up.
God said, be wise.
Yeah.
That's all. Be smart. He gave you your free will. Use it.
That.
He ain't gonna help you. Anything can help happen. You know that, 'cause that's what the free will's from. You can't keep going, oh Lord, forgive me, and then go back in the store and steal again. And say, well, God forgives forever. No, that ain't the way how it goes. So, peace, love, and happiness, y'all.
Definitely, DJ Black. Let them know where they can find you, your social medias. And one more thing, are you hosting mixtapes or albums for artists if they're
Yeah, I'll be doing that. You know, people pay me to host their stuff. They give me what they got. I put it together, host it, and send it back to them on USB.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But you can hit me, DJ Black, 02124@gmail.com. You can send music. Send 2 songs. The shit better be hot. If it ain't, I'm going to let you know. Send a little bit of donations. I ain't asking for a lot. Cash App there, stars, all that. Just to keep shit flow. Got to pay the light bill when you got all of this shit going.
Facts.
So, Facebook, I get paid from all of that too. So, shit. Man, listen, I ain't, you know, it ain't for free. I've been in this game. I know what I'm worth. That's why you don't see me so much up in Boston, because it's hard for them to pay $1,000. And I work out deals sometimes, but shit, if I'm saying to them, when I be talking to some of these promoters, you got 4 DJs on the roster. What you paying? 2, 4, 6, 8? 200 for half an hour. I can rock that by myself. I have one playing and he opened up for me, then I come and take off. You don't need all these DJs. Boston is the only spot they got 4 or 5 DJs rocking, doing parties.
Yeah.
Should be at least 2. But you got all of this, and that's where the promoters fuck all that up. It's for us to get the price.
Right.
Everybody's shitting on each other. But Jackie, keep doing it. I watched you, and you keep the show going on. You know, prayers for your son and all of that. And like I said, and R.I.P. to Big DJ, Big Wayne. I don't know if you know about him, but
my condolences.
Thanksgiving, he says he put on a post, and he says, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna spend Thanksgiving at Boston Medical at the hospital on Thanksgiving." He went in, never came back out. He died, and this was Thanksgiving. The next day he was gone. I got the post. I put it up what he said, and right there he's a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when they have his funeral and all that, but. And then you got Pro Magazine. Remember Pro Magazine? Cedric. He's gone. That's my boy from Four Corners. Cancer just took him away. R.I.P. to Cedric. And, you know, and my condolences always go out to his wife, Rebecca. You know what I'm saying? But Cedric, Pro Magazine, he followed that because he always wanted to, when the Source came out, he came out with his magazine because he followed. And his shit was coming out. He was doing it. So he's gone, man. Yeah, so and a lot of people that's dying.
And we lost Don Hazel, you know, and I feel like when Don Hazel put people in his movies, I feel like those people that are in his movies, I feel like that they should have turned around and kept on going with the acting.
I don't know, but sometimes when you do this, even when you do this, you got to write something down just in case. Like me, I'm coming up with my own little will just in case something happens. Make sure you got, you know, to make sure with certain things, because you don't know after this, that's it.
Yep.
You don't know what's going on, so you got to.
Never mind tomorrow.
Yeah, so you got to make something happen. Like Don Hazel just thought that, you know, only one who really was picking up Don Hazel at one time and she took sick was Lala. She tried to keep that going, but she lost herself after Don Hazel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? A lot of shit she was going through. I knew Lala before she even got on with Don Hazel and all of them and what she's about. So a lot we don't know that. We find some way to get around some people and say, hey, this is what I want to do. And you know, and she was doing it. But after that, you know, there was one big family. A lot of even rap groups came out of there. Tane Yola, a lot of them came from down here. So he put a lot. The K Watts and all of them.
Yeah.
What are they really doing?
Yeah.
So John, all of them, you know, FMG and everybody, you know, like you motherfuckers can really do that.
Right.
Instead of be like, yo, let's do this. You know, like FMG had a big buzz. Did you ever heard that song, Mike McNeil? No Hard Feelings?
Yes.
I told you about?
Yes.
Did you hear the story what he was saying?
Yes.
It's true. So we all went through this shit. We didn't know who's who and who wasn't. I was the one. When they say four corners, I'm four corners. Yeah, I'm four corners. I know when your dudes came, I know who's who. I'm the one on that block. Before all of that, you can't claim that. And some of them wasn't good even on four corners that set me up. You know, as a kid growing up. So you know when you're around your neighborhood, you grew up, wasn't everybody solid. You hang a certain place. So I know where shit came from. So even if people that get rich or poor, I know who you was and I know what you was about. So you wasn't that dude.
Yep.
That's all. All right, peace, Jack.
Peace, love, and respect, everyone. Put your ear codes in the countries you're tuning in from. I see Jamaica on here. I see Africa on here. Salute to DJ Black, the one and only.
Salute, y'all. Salute to everybody that's on there. Mel G and Mo Blast, Black House in the building, yo. We stay on the avenue.
Yes, yes, definitely. Salute to everybody that tuned in.
Don't forget to tune in to soundunitradio.com all the time. We on every day. Peace.
Yes, definitely, artist. Link with him. This is interview 682 interviews I've done. Much love and respect. Peace, DJ Black, the one and only.
Thanks.
You welcome.
Take care now.
God bless.